My name is Abbas. Ladies and gentlemen, Chairman, Speaker. Boxing. Boxing is a hand-to-hand combat sport that is extremely physically demanding and takes a drastic amount of willpower. The average martial artist is stereotypically known to be cocky and overly aggressive, egotistical, but this is far from the truth. The combat sport forces you not to give up. When you're getting hit with jabs, heavy right hands and swift uppercuts and still stay standing, it gives you a sense of unstoppable force rushing through your veins, and you can still stay standing and you're stronger than you think. That's the mental aspect of boxing done. Let's get into the physical aspect. Statistically, boxing is the hardest sport according to ESPN, and this is no lie. It forces you to run the extra mile, pun intended. You have to gain muscle or even lose weight. You have to improve things like technique, speed, and punch power. You have to eat correctly. You can't eat sweets or a pint of ice cream, even if you really want to. Training the whole mind, body, and spirit is very important in boxing. Muhammad Ali is a great example of one of those boxers. Muhammad Ali ran 3 to 4 miles a day before each fight. That showed how dedicated he was. He was a submitter of Islam and prayed 5 times a day, which he said increased his spirit and heart. He constantly reminded himself that he was the greatest. Everyone loved his charismatic personality. He floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee. He was so dedicated to the sport, Mike Tyson, also a boxer, said he was the greatest. Another famous boxer was Tyson Fury. Before retiring, he was very depressed. He was 300 pounds and heavily under the influence of drugs and alcohol, until because he didn't have a purpose in life. He picked up the red leather gloves, and that's where it all started. He went on to be the champion of the world. This shows that you can go from the gutter to a champion. Boxing is a sport you cannot cheat, because when you enter the ring, it'll expose you to see if you're hard working or not, because it's an obvious repeating pattern that only the hardest and the smartest boxers will succeed in this sport. Some of my favourite boxers include Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez, and Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and Tyson Fury. Boxing is also a business and generates billions of pounds. Boxing also earns money through betting and sponsorships. After I finish my speech, I would like you to ask yourself, do you think you have the courage to take up boxing? Thank you.